Hello and welcome to The Watchers. My name's Terence Edwards.
I'm Rhys Jones.
This is 100% Twilight free.
That's right, there will be no Twilight talk here apart from those last couple of sentences where we mentioned the words Twilight. Here's the news this week. Ben Whishaw's role in the upcoming 007 film Skyfall has been announced. According to his agent, he will be playing none other than Q, MI6's gadget man. Previously played by the late, great Desmond Llewellyn, this will mark the first time that the actor playing Q has been younger than the actor playing Bond.
At the Academy's third annual Governor's Ball last week, James Earl Jones and veteran makeup artist Dick Smith were awarded honorary Oscars in recognition for their work, and Oprah Winfrey was given the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award for her aid work in the US and in Africa.
Doctor Who may be coming to the big screen, and Variety have reported that preparation has begun to turn the BBC show into a feature film to be directed by David Yates, who directed Harry Potter movies, is in association with BBC Worldwide Productions. Yates has stated that they are going to spend 2 to 3 years to get it right.
Steven Soderbergh will not be directing The Man from U.N.C.L.E. According to reports this week, Soderbergh has parted ways with Warner Brothers over creative differences. Recent talks to see Bradley Cooper play Napoleon Solo have fallen through, leaving the project without a leading man.
More details about The Dark Knight Rises have been revealed. In an interview with Empire magazine, Christopher Nolan has stated that the film is set 8 years after the events of The Dark Knight. He has also announced that a prologue, the first 7 minutes of the film, will be available from December the 23rd. A screen near you. So we're here, it's a Saturday night. We're going to watch
50-50.
What's your thoughts?
I'm not quite sure what to expect about it. I mean, the phrase cancer comedy seems like a massive contradiction in terms, but it does have a strong cast and could be worth a laugh or two. We'll give it a go.
We'll give it a punt. We'll see how the cancer comedy goes down after this.
Don't do this.
What are you talking
Please
about?
Please don't do this.
You said you liked this
You're gonna
idea.
look stupid,
You
man.
said you would do
You're
it.
gonna look weird.
Come on, let's just do it. Wait a minute. What do you use these for?
My body.
We shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, big mistake.
Using your balls trimmers instead of going to a barber.
I never watched them ever.
Hello?
Hey, it's Adam.
Adam? What's going on?
It's probably having a nervous breakdown.
What are your chances?
It said 50-50.
It's not that bad. If you were a casino game, you'd have the best odds.
It's what everybody's been saying. You'll feel better and don't worry and this is all fine, and like, it's not.
You can't change your situation. The only thing that you can change is how you choose to deal with that.
You really think that a girl's gonna go for me just because I have cancer?
For the millionth time, yes!
Great song.
Totally.
I have cancer.
I was wrong.
Nice to meet
It
you.
was weird. It's
Yeah,
weird like that.
no, that's
it's not.
too
It
soon.
doesn't sound cool.
I've got to say, I really was surprised how much of a good film it was.
I agree. I again didn't know an awful lot about it. Like I said earlier, the idea of a comedy about cancer. I mean, you know, to me it was a contradiction in terms, but it was a surprisingly funny film, and funny on two levels. Funny on the kind of the gross out, cruder side of things, which comes a lot from Seth Rogen. There's also a lot of humour from the other characters. Yeah, I found myself laughing quite a lot. Obviously not at the plight of the main character because
It's cancer.
You know, it's cancer. The guy goes through hell. Attitudes and the reactions of the people around them as they deal with his news. You know, there was quite a lot of humour there.
I think you can tell definitely that the story is the story of Seth Rogen's real life friend who went through this, and it's him telling a story about a guy that goes through cancer because he went through it. It's very cathartic for him.
Yeah.
That comes across, and it's very genuine in
Yes,
the story.
absolutely. There was nothing that felt forced. There was nothing that felt contrived in any way. It did feel very natural, very free, very kind of very organic in a way, which is quite refreshing.
I mean, never mind about it being cancer. What I found really refreshing about that particular American comedy, what they did is what they should do in movies, is they worry about the plot and the characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the comedy comes secondary.
Yeah.
Because when you've got characters you relate to, you have comedic situations that you're going to laugh about because they're characters you give a shit about, and you find it funny because it's them.
Exactly. And the relationship between Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's the main character, and Seth Rogen, it feels, when you watch it, it feels like a friendship that's gone on for years. It felt very honest. Similarly, the chemistry between the main character Adam and Anna Kendrick's character, who plays his therapist, Dr. Catherine, was also well observed, and a really nice, very genuine chemistry between those two, which made their scenes, which could have been very mawkish, which could have been very, sentimental or very cloying. It actually gave him a bit of an edge, which I thought was very good.
In my opinion, a movie like that is like walking on a tightrope, and if you go left, you go right, you're going to fall off.
Yeah.
If you get it perfectly right down the line, you're going to reach the destination, which in this case was a very good film, very well written, very clever, very intelligently written, which shows a very good side of Seth Rogen, and I really hope that his talents are what that film is about. He should make more films like that, and Jesus, not another Green Hornet.
No, I think it's a combination of a very well written script, very natural direction. There's quite a nice kind of vein of humour and camaraderie in that kind of those group settings.
And very real. It felt very real how people would go through. It wasn't contrived. It wasn't. I know I infuse about movies a lot, and I bust from the hip about blockbusters, but this film, I can't infuse enough that this film has everything right. I just think we should cut to the chase and do stars, because in my opinion it was I want to give it 5, just because I think it was fantastic. I'm going to give it a 5.
I'm going to give it 4.5. There are only a couple of bits in it which I think stops it being completely flawless. Some of the crudity was a little bit wearing. Apart from that, I think it's got a perfect mix of comedy, drama. I will happily hold my hands up and say I cried. There's one particular scene where everything the House of Cards comes down, and I don't think that's spoiling too much to say that.
No, but it's very difficult to talk about this film.
And I laughed throughout it. The relationships are real, and I think it is one, don't be put off by seeing anything that says it's about a guy with cancer, because it's positively life-affirming.
I think it's safe to say, and if I'm just going to end what I'm going to say about this film by saying this, I would say go watch it, because it's a story that will touch everyone.
Absolutely. What we thought we'd do is an alternative Christmas film.
That's right. So you'll see a graphic on now.
Alternative Christmas films.
Yeah. Because there are films that are set in and around the Christmas period, but that aren't Christmassy. Obviously, things like It's a Wonderful Life, they don't fall under this into this kind of discussion.
No, we would call that usual
a traditional
traditional
Christmas film. So these alternatives are films that are set kind of in and around the festive period, but not necessarily having Christmas as their main focus. I mean, one of my personal favourites is Batman Returns.
Batman Returns, I love that.
I think Gotham at Christmas, the production design of that film, hats off to them, because Gotham looks beautiful done up for Christmas. But they weave Christmas into the plot, but it's never a main focus.
And one I personally love, and I love it, is Die Hard with
Absolutely.
Bruce Willis. That film is set at Christmas. To me, that is a Christmas movie. I'll sit down every year and I'll watch it at Christmas, and I'll watch John McClane kick the crap out of terrorists in a big tower.
One that I like, and again, probably not one that is you would usually think of as a Christmas film, is Gremlins. When I was a very, very young boy, for weeks afterwards, I wouldn't go near our Christmas tree because I thought there was a gremlin hiding in it.
So that's 3 examples we got off the top of our heads. So basically, that's put the forum out there. It's about searching for that alternative Christmas. That is your alternative Christmas movie. What you watch at Christmas time, what is to you, in essence, a Christmas film, but to everyone else is not.
Our discussion on what we're terming traditional Christmas films, I mean, we're going to film that at another time.
Yes, we'll discuss that another time. Me and Tez will definitely put together a top 10 list of our favourite Christmas films. We'll pick 5 each, I think is the best way to do it.
That sounds fun to me.
There we are then, we'll do that soon.
Fantastic.
First love is such sweet despair, Colin.